No, in fact, I made some good friends. One of the things I learned covering the trials was that the defendants, no matter what kind of a front they put on, felt very beleaguered. They were realistic. I mean, they were going to go to prison or possibly in some cases the electric chair, and they craved to be treated like human beings. I didn't have that in mind when I figured this out. I just figured out that villains are more interesting than heroes, which is why I transitioned from my early start as a sports writer. They wanted somebody to just give them a kind look, to shake their hand at the beginning of the day. And I had some really interesting experiences. You want me to go on about this?
Yeah.
There was a man whose full name I've forgotten. He was nicknamed Amilcar. He was a Colombian cocaine smuggler, supposedly responsible for who knows how many murders, some committed by him, some by people he ordered to kill people. And he was, I think, at a sentencing hearing or some not sentencing, some sort of minor housekeeping type hearing at the courthouse. And I went there with a photographer. This was after they began to allow cameras in the courtrooms. And the photographer got a standard picture of him just sitting in the jury box, which is where they kept defendants for minor hearings, not during a jury trial. And the picture was published the next day. It was a story that maybe ran 3 or 4 column inches. And he called me up from jail and said, could I possibly get him a copy of that picture? I said, okay, sure. So I got him a copy and I sent it to him in jail. And he received it. The gratitude was immense. I mean, it was a very heartfelt thing, and I was touched by it. And I learned, beginning with that experience, that if you treat people just decently and not as the criminals they may really be, they're going to like you for that, and you're going to get a better job. It's a simple empathy. And this is how essentially why I became friends with Meyer Lansky, the Depression era gangster, and other people who aren't in history books. But it really increased my effectiveness as a reporter in every way, not just covering trials. It's relating to people. And if people like you, they'll tell you what you want to know.